It was a crisp autumn evening in New York City, the kind where the skyline glittered like a promise of endless possibilities. Anya Thompson, a 28-year-old tech entrepreneur whose startup had just secured its first major funding round, stepped into the grand ballroom of the Metropolitan Museum for a charity gala benefiting arts education. She wore a sleek black gown that hugged her athletic frame, her dark hair cascading in waves, but her mind was already racing ahead to the next step update. Little did she know, fate, or perhaps a cruel twist of it, was about to introduce her to Marcus. He was performing on stage, his fingers dancing over the guitar strings with effortless charisma. Marcus Hale, 30, a musician with a voice like velvet and eyes that could melt steel. His band had been invited as the evening's entertainment, but they were barely scraping by, gigging in dive bars and uploading demos to obscure platforms. As the set ended, applause erupted, and Anya found herself clapping louder than anyone. During the mingle, their paths crossed at the bar. "You play like you've got stories to tell," Anya said, sipping her champagne, her hazel eyes locking onto his. Marcus flashed a grin that lit up his chiseled face. "And you look like someone who builds empires. What's your story, mystery woman?" They talked for hours about her coding marathons in college, his dreams of turning music into a digital revolution. "I want to create something that connects artists directly to fans, no middlemen," he confessed, his passion infectious. Anya laughed. "Sounds like you need a tech wizard. Lucky for you, that's my specialty." By night's end, they exchanged numbers. Her best friends, Lena and Ben, pulled her aside as she left. Lena, a sharp-tongued graphic designer with a pixie cut, whispered, "He's hot, but Anya, he's a musician. Transient lifestyle, remember? Don't invest your heart in a nomad." Ben, the pragmatic software engineer with glasses and a perpetual 5 o'clock shadow, nodded. "Red flags, girl. He's charming, but charm doesn't pay bills." Anya waved them off. "You two are cynics. This feels real." Deep down, she believed in him. Over the next weeks, dates turned into whirlwind romance. Marcus moved into her loft, and Anya started funneling her resources, savings, connections into his vision. "We'll build this together," she promised him one night, tangled in sheets. "Harmonic horizons. Our empire." But as the months blurred, her friends' warnings echoed faintly. Was it love at first sight, or a gilded trap? Anya threw herself into the project with the same fervor that had built her own tech firm. Mornings started with coffee-fueled brainstorming sessions in their sunlit kitchen. Imagine an app where fans crowdfund albums in real time, she pitched to Marcus, her laptop open, sketches flying from her fingers. He leaned over her shoulder, his breath warm on her neck. "You're a genius, Anya. But we need branding. Something sleek, digital." She nodded, pulling up investor decks. Anya liquidated part of her savings, $150,000, to seed Harmonic Horizons. She coded the backend herself, integrating AI for personalized playlists, while Marcus handled the creative side, networking with artists. Within a year, they launched a platform blending streaming, NFTs for music rights, and virtual concerts. Success came fast. A viral TikTok campaign Anya orchestrated skyrocketed downloads. Marcus's old bandmate signed on, and soon, indie artists flocked. "We're a power couple," he boasted at their wedding, an intimate rooftop affair with city lights as witnesses. Anya, in a flowing white dress, beamed. "This is us, babe. Unstoppable." But it was Anya's strategies that turned the tide. She negotiated deals with tech giants, her business acumen shining. Marcus became the face, the charismatic CEO gracing podcasts and panels. "My wife is the brains," he'd say with a wink, but privately to her, "I couldn't do this without you." Lena and Ben watched from the sidelines. At a launch party, Lena pulled Anya aside amid the champagne toasts. "You're carrying this, Anya. Make sure he appreciates it." Anya hugged her. "He does. We're in this together." Ben chimed in. "Just protect your assets." "Prenup?" She laughed it off. "Love doesn't need contracts." Harmonic Horizons hit 1 million users, Marcus a celebrated name. Anya saw it as their shared triumph, blind to how the scales were tipping. From garage jams to global sensation, she built his empire, digital brick by brick. But who truly owned the kingdom? 3 years into marriage, life was a whirlwind of board meetings and red carpets. Then, disaster struck. Anya collapsed during a late-night coding session, her vision blurring, body racked with pain. Doctors diagnosed a rare autoimmune disorder, flares that left her bedridden, muscles aching, mind foggy from meds. "Marcus, I can't. I need you," she whispered from the hospital bed, her once vibrant eyes dulled. He held her hand, his face etched with concern. "I'm here, love. Focus on getting better. I'll handle everything." For months, Anya was confined to their loft, reliant on him. He managed Harmonic Horizons, attending events solo. At first, he was attentive, bringing meals, updating her on deals. "We signed that big artist today," he'd say, kissing her forehead. But subtle changes crept in. Calls went unanswered. He'd return late, smelling of cologne and excuses. "Networking, babe. It's for us." Anya, weakened, dismissed the unease. "I'm just paranoid from the steroids," she'd tell herself. One evening, as he rushed out, she called weakly. "Stay tonight? Watch a movie?" He paused at the door. "Can't, important dinner." "Love you." The door clicked shut, leaving silence. Her body had betrayed her, and slowly, so did he. The darkest chapter began when she needed him most, the cracks widening, unseen. As Anya fought her illness, Marcus expanded the team. Enter Chloe Reynolds, 26, a stunning social media strategist with platinum blonde hair, emerald eyes, and a resume boasting viral campaigns for influencers. She interviewed in a form-fitting suit, her smile predatory. "You're perfect for us," Marcus said, extending his hand. "When can you start?"
Chloe leaned in.
"Tomorrow. I live for this, making brands explode." She dove in, revamping their online presence. But soon, she was everywhere, by Marcus's side at galas, laughing at his jokes in meetings. Late-night strategy session, she'd text him, as Anya later discovered. Anya met her once, during a rare good day.
"Chloe, right?"
"Marcus raves about you," Anya said from the couch, forcing a smile. Chloe's eyes flicked over her dismissively. "He's brilliant. We're a great team." Her tone dripped honey, but her gaze lingered on Marcus. That night, alone with Anya, Marcus shrugged it off. "She's ambitious, that's all." But whispers spread in the office. Chloe attended business trips with him, weekends in LA for conferences. Photos surfaced on her Instagram. Blurry shots of cocktails, tagged with cryptic captions like, "Plotting world domination with a boss." Winking face. Enter the new expert with eyes only for the CEO. Was it business or pure temptation? The siren had called, and he was listening. Anya's recovery was slow, but as strength returned, so did awareness. Friends visited more. Lena arrived one afternoon with coffee. "How's Marcus?" "He's been distant." Anya sighed.
"Busy."
"The company's booming." Ben, tagging along, exchanged glances with Lena. "We've heard things about Chloe. People say they're close, too close." Anya froze. "What people?" Lena hesitated. "Industry chatter. She's always with him at events. And his travel, it's excessive." Anya shook her head. "Jealousy. He's devoted." But doubt seated. That evening, Marcus came home late. "Who are you with?" she asked, voice steady. He rolled his eyes. "Work stuff." "Why the interrogation?" "It's just friends mention Chloe." He laughed bitterly. "Oh, great. Listening to gossip now? She's helping the business you built. Be grateful." The argument fizzled, but the knot in her stomach tightened. Social media fueled it. Subtle posts from Chloe, a photo of a hotel view, captioned, "Unforgettable nights with inspiring company." Comments speculated. Anya confided in Lena over lunch. "Am I crazy?" Lena gripped her hand.
"No. Trust your gut."
"We're here if you need us." The whispers grew louder, but Anya clung to denial. Her intuition screamed, yet her heart refused to listen. The storm was brewing, and she was still in the dark. Anya's recovery progressed, and with it, her determination to reclaim her life. One restless night, unable to sleep, she reached for Marcus's tablet on the nightstand, hoping to catch up on Harmonic Horizons analytics. The device was unlocked, a rare oversight. Curious, she swiped through his gallery, expecting promotional shots or event photos. Instead, she found a hidden folder labeled HH Extras. Her heart thudded as she opened it. The images hit like a punch. Marcus and Chloe at a candlelit dinner, her hand on his arm, a selfie of them laughing on a beach, his arm around her waist, a late-night shot in a hotel room, their faces close, eyes locked. These weren't professional. They were intimate, raw, undeniable. Anya's breath caught, her fingers trembling as she scrolled through timestamps, months of moments, stolen while she lay bedridden. She sat frozen, the tablet glowing in the dark. "How could you?" she whispered to the empty room. The digital breadcrumbs led to a truth she couldn't unsee, a trail of lies woven through their marriage. The next evening, Anya waited for Marcus in their loft, the tablet on the coffee table like a loaded gun. When he walked in whistling, she stood, her voice steady despite the storm inside. "We need to talk." He raised an eyebrow, tossing his jacket aside. "What's up, babe?" She slid the tablet toward him, the damning photos open. "Explain this." Marcus's face shifted, surprise, then defiance. "You're snooping now," he snapped, avoiding the images. "Those are work trips. You're blowing this out of proportion." "Work trips?" Anya's voice rose. "You're practically living a second life with her, Marcus. I saw the dates. When I was sick, when I needed you." He paced, running a hand through his hair. "You're paranoid, Anya. It's the meds talking. Chloe's just a colleague. You're the one who hired her, remember?" Her jaw dropped. "Don't you dare. I trusted you, and you're making me feel crazy." "You are acting crazy," he shouted. "You're sick, you're stressed, and now you're sabotaging my career over nothing." Anya's vision blurred with tears, but she held her ground. "This isn't nothing. I deserve the truth." He stormed out, slamming the door. Alone, Anya sank to the floor, questioning her own reality. His gaslighting was a blade, cutting deep. Days later, Anya's phone buzzed with a notification from an unknown number. "You should rest more, Anya. Stress isn't good for recovery." Face blowing a kiss, the message, dripping with condescension, was from Chloe. Attached was a photo of her and Marcus at a gala, her red dress clinging to her curves, his hand on her lower back. Anya's blood boiled. She didn't respond, but more messages followed, cryptic, taunting. "Marcus deserves someone who can keep up," Chloe wrote. On Instagram, Chloe posted a selfie with a martini, captioned, "Celebrating new beginnings with my favorite person. #PowerCouple." The comments exploded with speculation, some tagging Anya cruelly. Lena and Ben came over that night, finding Anya staring at her phone. "She's baiting you," Lena said, scrolling through Chloe's feed. "This is deliberate." Ben nodded, his brow furrowed. "She's not just his mistress. She's weaponizing it. You need to fight back, Anya." "I don't even know where to start," Anya admitted, her voice small. "I feel like I'm losing everything." Lena gripped her shoulders. "You're not. You built that company. You're stronger than this." Chloe's taunts were a public slap, celebrating her victory over a wounded wife. But Anya's resolve was hardening. Anya threw herself into work, auditing Harmonic Horizons' finances to distract from the pain. Late one night, poring over documents, she noticed irregularities, transfers to a vague entity called Crescent Ventures. Digging deeper, she uncovered a paper trail. Marcus, with Chloe's help, was siphoning her shares to a shell company Chloe controlled. They were stealing her stake in the empire she'd built. She called an emergency meeting with Lena and Ben at a quiet cafe. "They're trying to erase me," Anya said, sliding printouts across the table. "My own husband." Ben scanned the documents, his face darkening. "This is fraud, Anya. They're betting you're too weak to notice." Lena slammed her fist down. That snake. Chloe's not just his side piece. She's his accomplice. Anya's eyes burned with fury. I gave him everything. My money, my ideas, my heart. And this is how he repays me. We need proof, Ben said. Screenshots, emails, anything we can trace. Anya nodded, her mind racing. I have access to the servers. I'll find it. It wasn't just his heart he'd betrayed. It was her legacy. A corporate coup, orchestrated by his lover, was underway. Anya stopped crying that night. Rage replaced despair. She called Lena and Ben to her loft, the city skyline a stark contrast to her resolve. I'm done being the victim, she declared. We're exposing them. Lena grinned. That's my girl. What's the plan? Anya outlined her vision, a viral campaign to reveal Marcus and Chloe's treachery. We'll use their own tools against them, social media, data, the truth. Ben, already typing on his laptop, nodded. I can hack into their email backups. Legally, of course, since you own the servers. We'll find the smoking gun. Meanwhile, Lena added, I'll design a campaign that hits like a freight train. Graphics, videos, timelines, everything to make it go viral. Anya leaned forward. We call it the harmony of deception. Every lie, every photo, every transaction. The world needs to know. They worked through the night, fueled by coffee and vengeance. Anya felt alive again, her brilliance reignited. This isn't just for me, she said, her voice steady. It's for every woman who's been betrayed. The tears stopped, and the war began. Her Avengers assembled, ready to dismantle the villains. Anya's loft transformed into a war room, its sleek minimalist decor now cluttered with laptops, whiteboards, and stacks of printed emails. Lena, with her designer's eye, crafted a visual masterpiece, while Ben's coding prowess unearthed a goldmine of incriminating data from Harmonic Horizon servers. Anya, fueled by betrayal's bitter fire, orchestrated it all. They titled their project The Harmony of Deception, a multimedia dossier exposing Marcus and Chloe's affair and financial fraud. The dossier was meticulous. Screenshots of flirty texts between Marcus and Chloe, timestamped during Anya's hospital stays, bank records showing transfers to Crescent Ventures, and a heartfelt video of Anya recounting her journey, her voice breaking as she described building Harmonic Horizons, only to watch her husband and his mistress dismantle it. Lena added sleek infographics, turning dry evidence into a viral-ready narrative. One night, as they finalized the dossier, Lena leaned back, exhausted but exhilarated. This is going to ruin them, Anya. You sure you're ready? Anya's eyes were steel. They didn't just break my heart, they tried to steal my legacy. The world deserves the truth. Ben, hunched over his laptop, grinned. I've got their encrypted emails. Chloe bragged about owning the company soon. Arrogant. Anya nodded. Include it. Every word. The dossier was a bomb, primed to detonate. The plan was surgical. Marcus was set to accept a prestigious Innovator of the Year award at a live-streamed music industry gala, broadcast to millions. Anya chose this moment for maximum impact. As Marcus took the stage, his tailored suit gleaming under the lights, Anya sat in her loft, surrounded by Lena and Ben, her finger hovering over the post button. You sure? Ben asked, his voice tense. Do it, Lena urged, her eyes blazing. At 8:47 p.m., Anya uploaded The Harmony of Deception across X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, tagged with hashtag Harmony of Deception. The dossier spread like wildfire, retweets, shares, and comments exploding within minutes. On the live stream, Marcus's speech faltered as his phone buzzed incessantly. The crowd murmured, sensing chaos. Backstage, Chloe, in a glittering gown, checked her phone and paled. Marcus, she hissed, pulling him aside. It's everywhere. Anya watched the stream, her heart pounding. Comments flooded in. Is this real? CEO caught cheating and stealing? The internet was a tidal wave, and Marcus was drowning. He tried to salvage his speech. Thank you for this honor, but the audience was distracted, phones lighting up. Anya leaned back, a grim smile forming. The world was watching. By morning, #Harmony of Deception was trending globally. News outlets, CNN, BBC, TMZ, picked up the story, dissecting the dossier's evidence. Influencers on X amplified it, with one viral thread reading, "This tech queen built his empire, and he betrayed her with this mistress? Disgraceful." Clips of Marcus's interrupted speech looped endlessly, his stunned expression memified. Anya's phone buzzed with interview requests, but she stayed silent, letting the dossier speak. Lena scrolled through X, reading reactions aloud. "Anya Thompson is a legend," she quoted, grinning. "They're calling you a feminist icon." Ben, monitoring analytics, whistled. 10 million views in 12 hours. It's unstoppable. At Harmonic Horizons headquarters, reporters swarmed. Marcus issued a flustered statement. "These are baseless allegations. I'm cooperating fully." But the public wasn't buying it. Social media was a courtroom, and the verdict was guilty. Anya, watching the chaos unfold, felt a strange mix of vindication and grief. "I didn't want this," she told Lena quietly, "but they left me no choice." Lena hugged her. "You took your power back. That's what matters." From applause to pandemonium, Marcus's biggest night became his nightmare. Chloe's carefully curated persona unraveled next. Ben had dug deeper, uncovering her past, a string of manipulative relationships and shady business deals. Lena leaked these to X anonymously. Old photos of Chloe cozying up to other CEOs, bank statements showing lavish spending from questionable sources. The internet pounced, dubbing her a gold digger and serial hustler. Chloe tried to fight back, posting a tearful Instagram video. "I'm being slandered," she claimed, mascara streaked. "I'm just a professional caught in a misunderstanding." But the public wasn't fooled. X users unearthed more. A 2019 post where Chloe bragged about landing a big fish with a winking emoji. Comments tore her apart. "You played yourself, Chloe." Her follower count plummeted as sponsors dropped her. Anya watched from her loft, detached. "She thought she could taunt me and win," she said to Ben. He smirked. "Karma's fast these days." Lena, editing a new campaign graphic, added, "She's not just exposed, she's obliterated." The glamorous mistress was unmasked, her true intentions laid bare for the world. Harmonic Horizons began to implode. Investors, horrified by the fraud allegations and public backlash, pulled funding. A major venture capital firm issued a statement. "We cannot support a company mired in ethical breaches." The company's stock tanked 40% overnight. Streaming platforms paused partnerships, citing brand risk. Anya met with her lawyer, Sarah, a sharp-witted corporate attorney. "The evidence is ironclad," Sarah said, reviewing the dossier. "We can freeze those transfers and sue for damages." "Do it," Anya replied, her voice firm. "I want my company back." At a tense board meeting, streamed covertly by a loyal employee, Marcus faced furious shareholders. "I built this company," he shouted, slamming the table. "No," a board member snapped. "Anya did. You just took the credit." X lit up with clips of the meltdown, hashtags like #MarcusDown trending. Lena, watching with Anya, laughed. "He's done." Anya nodded, her eyes on the horizon. "Not yet, but we're close." The empire built on lies crumbled as the music stopped. Anya's loft, once a sanctuary of love, was now a command center for justice. With Sarah, her fierce corporate attorney, by her side, Anya filed a divorce petition against Marcus, citing infidelity and emotional abuse. Simultaneously, she launched a blockbuster lawsuit against him and Chloe for fraud, embezzlement, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The legal documents, thick with evidence from the Harmony of Deception dossier, were a guillotine poised to fall. Sarah, her glasses glinting under the loft's industrial lights, laid out the strategy over coffee. "We've got them cornered," she said, flipping through bank records. "The transfers to Crescent Ventures are traceable. Regulatory bodies are already sniffing around Harmonic Horizons for securities fraud." Anya, her face set like stone, nodded. I want them to face consequences, not just for me, but for everyone they've hurt. Ben, monitoring the fallout on X, chimed in. The SEC just announced an investigation. It's trending. #harmonic fraud. Marcus is radioactive now. Lena, sketching campaign updates, grinned. The public's eating this up. You're their hero, Anya. As the legal machine roared to life, Anya felt a flicker of hope. She wasn't just exposing them. She was rewriting her story. Marcus's world collapsed with breathtaking speed. Stripped of his CEO title after the board's emergency vote, he faced a firestorm of public scorn. X posts mocked his fall. From rockstar to rock bottom, #Marcus Hale. His once loyal entourage vanished, replaced by paparazzi hounding him outside his rented apartment. Harmonic Horizon stock was in freefall, and his charm, once his greatest asset, now seemed pathetic. Anya watched a viral clip of Marcus at a press conference, his tie askew, voice cracking. I'm a victim of a smear campaign, he insisted, but the reporter's questions were relentless. Did you steal your wife's company? What about the affair? In her loft, Anya turned to Lena. He's unraveling. I almost feel sorry for him. Don't, Lena snapped. He made his bed. Ben, tracking online sentiment, added, his brand is toast. No one's booking him for gigs or interviews. Marcus's facade cracked, revealing a bitter, broken man. Alone, he sent Anya a desperate text. Can we talk? I'm sorry. She deleted it without replying. His empire, built on her dreams, was gone. Chloe, sensing the noose tightening, made a reckless move. Using funds siphoned from Crescent Ventures, she booked a one-way ticket to Dubai, planning to disappear with her ill-gotten gains. But Anya's legal team was one step ahead. Sarah had tipped off authorities, providing bank records and travel itineraries uncovered by Ben's digital sleuthing. At JFK Airport, Chloe strutted toward her gate, designer suitcase in tow, her face a mask of defiance. As she handed over her passport, federal agents approached. Chloe Reynolds, you're under arrest for suspected fraud and embezzlement. The scene, captured by a bystander's phone, went viral on X. Mistress caught fleeing. One post crowed, with a clip of Chloe, handcuffed, her composure shattered. Comments piled up. She thought she could outrun karma? LOL, #busted. Anya watched the footage with Lena and Ben. She really thought she'd get away, Anya said, shaking her head. Ben smirked. Not with us on the case. Lena raised a glass. To justice, served cold. Chloe's desperate escape plan had failed spectacularly, her cunning no match for Anya's resolve. With Marcus ousted and Chloe in custody, Anya stepped back into Harmonic Horizon's boardroom. The air was tense, but the remaining board members, chastened by the scandal, welcomed her. Armed with Sarah's legal maneuvers, Anya voided the fraudulent share transfers, restoring her majority stake. She announced a restructuring plan, new leadership, transparent audits, and a mission to empower authentic artists. At a press conference, Anya stood tall, her voice steady. Harmonic Horizons was my vision, built with my sweat and sacrifice. Today, I'm taking it back, not for revenge, but for integrity. The crowd applauded, and X erupted with support. Queen Anya is back. #Harmonic Reborn. Investors, sensing a redemption story, began reinvesting. The stock stabilized and new partnerships formed. Lena, watching the conference stream, hugged Anya afterward. You did it. You're unstoppable. Ben nodded. The company's stronger now because of you. Anya smiled, feeling the weight lift. She'd lost her marriage, but reclaimed her legacy. 6 months later, Anya stood at the helm of a revitalized Harmonic Horizons, its new app topping charts, and its artist-first model earning acclaim. Marcus faced trial for fraud, his reputation in tatters. Chloe, out on bail but shunned, faded into obscurity, her social media accounts deleted. The legal battles were ongoing, but Anya's lawsuits ensured they'd pay, financially and socially. At a rooftop party celebrating the company's relaunch, Anya, surrounded by Lena, Ben, and new allies, raised a glass. To loyalty, resilience, and second chances, she toasted, her eyes shining. Lena leaned in. You didn't just survive, Anya. You dominated. Ben grinned. The internet's calling you a legend. Hashtag Anya Rules is trending. Anya laughed, the sound free and light. She'd rebuilt more than a company. She'd rebuilt herself. As the city sparkled below, she felt peace, the sweet taste of vengeance, mingling with hope. Her story wasn't just a warning. It was an inspiration. The end.